Early autumn, on a battered down field, two titanic teams met for the final clash of the season.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, I've been up tossing and turning at night thinking about this series. Just there's a lot of ways it could go, I think.
It was to be a showdown of fire, fortitude, and fearlessness.
Game time.
For this was the Major League Wiffle Ball World Series.
Go! Are you kidding me? Can you believe it?
We first have our Downtown Diamondbacks, a red-hot bunch making their first appearance on this illustrious stage.
The D-backs win the NL!
The opponent, the Evil Empire, the New York Yankees of backyard sports, the almighty Western Wildcats.
The Wildcats win!
These two giants of wiffle waged war, playing with adrenaline and animosity.
No, come on, man!
We saw triumph. We saw tears. Adversity struck our boys in brown, and the task at hand was tall. But would they stand their ground? There was never a doubt. This is 2 days in September.
Knorp! Got it! Whoa, 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 hold up. Strike three looking! Hammered! What is going on? Coming home, Pittsburgh!
Diamondbacks captain and star player James B. Knorp goes by Jimmy. Couldn't wait to begin the 2021 World Series.
Keep having fun like we've been doing all season. I think we can come out on top.
After all, his storybook campaign that summer led to this very moment.
Sweet shot, Jimmy Knorp, there you go, son!
The time was now to cement his legacy in MLW lore.
So yeah, the whole season I felt like we were one of the greatest MLW teams of all time. I've said that time and time again. But you know, you can't call yourself that unless you end up winning the championship at the end of the season.
The screwball tipped into the strike zone. Strike three. The Downtown Diamondbacks are going to the World Series.
It was just so much fun. Like, you know, winning's fun in general. Doing it with your best friends next to you is even better.
We were all friends and we've all been playing for a while. We just go out there and do what we do and win games.
Let's go, boys! D-Back Nation, rise up, gentlemen! I'd say we were getting hotter as the season went along. I felt myself, from opening day, I felt really confident to play, and my confidence only continued to grow. Jonah really grew as a second pitcher on the mound, which was pivotal in our World Series chances. And then Schema, in his last couple of series, was big for him to start putting the bat on the ball. I remember that was a big thing for us and our team heading into the World Series.
Consecutive year, the Western Wildcats are going to the World Series. Let's go, Kyle! Let's go, Kyle! 2021, they've done it again.
Yeah, honestly, I was a little afraid because I know how well Nick is from playing with him for years. My team, I could tell that they were a little nervous. And then Kyle is just amazing.
And that's a grand slam!
A lot of people had us favored to win the World Series going up against a good Wildcats team, which is kind of shocking to me because they have, you know, Kyle Schultz, who's been there before, he's got all the experience, Nick SAYLOR, probably the best hitter in the league. You put those two guys together with Jackson Pearson, who's a lightning bolt, against an inexperienced team like ourselves. I was surprised to see all those comments, but at the same time, I was always confident in myself and my guys to get the job done.
Coming up to the field, it's that long drive on a dirt road, and it just kind of gets surreal for a second. Like, this is really it. This is going to be one of the last times we drive up to the field for the year.
We're rolling. I played in a couple World Series a few years back, so I know what it's like to be out there, and you can really feel the pressure of all the people watching at home. So yeah, it does turn into a regular day to, okay, buckle up, here we go. Got to be my A game on the cameras, on the calls, and just make sure that I'm not the reason this series goes one way or the other.
So day one of the World Series, we play games 1 through 3, and then the very next day, we play games 4 and 5 if necessary. All the guys know me in the league. I'm a guy who's loose. I get there, I'm cracking jokes, I'm talking to all the players there. But I got there and I meant business right away. I got there, I went straight into my warm-ups. I didn't say too much, took BP very seriously. And then I remember I was on the mound and we were the home team in game 1, and Tommy said,
Alrighty, here we go. 2021 World Series is officially underway.
and I remember that sunk in for me right there. I was like, wow, we're here, like this is it. And the nerves started to sink in a little bit. And I think that showed in the first inning in game 1 when I was a little nervous.
Hammer to right center fielder's gone! Nick SAYLOR 3-run homer in the top of the first! What a start for the series for the Western Wildcats! You could not ask for a better start if you're the boys in gray.
Yeah, I just remember watching that ball go over my head and not even close to the fence. That ball just carried, and just walking to get the ball, I was like, well, this is it, you know. It's going to be a fight from here, and we're not going to get it easily.
Drop ball into left field, fair ball. Again, into play. Pass Knorp, and SAYLOR has another hit.
You'll have an advantage in the World Series if your team comes out and they're hot quick because you can ride that momentum.
Riser up the middle, pass Knorp with a big hop. SAYLOR rounding third, a play at the plate, he's gonna be safe. Absolute break for the Wildcats as Heath sailed the ball over the backstop.
I don't really know if it was lack of experience or just, you know, pressure, nerves, anything, but yeah, anyone could tell that we weren't playing our game.
Now 4-0 Wildcats. Diamondbacks need a rally. They don't want to fall behind in the series.
I remember in that moment I was like, it's going to be a battle this series. It's going to be an absolute battle.
Another full count pitch. Swing and a miss! The Cats lead this series 1-0. Game 1's big in a 5-game series. But don't count the Diamondbacks out just yet.
After a disappointing Game 1 loss, it was back to the drawing board for Jimmy Knorp and the team.
So instantly, I feel like I'm really good at scouting out teams. I went to that right away, went to my notebook, wrote down some good notes that eventually made me more confident seeing that their weaknesses played to our strengths a little bit, and I feel like that helped us in the end.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Nick SAYLOR continues to amaze me.
All right, looking at the weaknesses now for the Wildcats, I'm gonna have to say the home run ball.
Outright in the regular season and now in the postseason, the Western Wildcats have won the pennant. They made it look pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. Got him. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 0-2 on Wilson. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. SAYLOR humming now. Swing and a miss. Now he gets him strike 3. SAYLOR continues to shine on the mound.
You know, he is a good pitcher. He doesn't walk hardly anybody. He's good at hitting his spots.
We know that Nick puts up good numbers. It looks hittable, you know. He doesn't look like he's all that, but he definitely finds a way to paint the zone.
Got him on the corner. Strike 3. Got him. Got him looking. Strike 3. Jonah Heath spotting up.
Yeah, I was definitely just happy with myself, just painting the zone, you know, not trying to let guys get on, not trying to walk guys.
Jonah with one paw.
We knew we had to win game 2, because if you go down 2-0 in a best-of-5 series, you basically have no chance to win the series at all.
With 2 outs and a base open in a scoreless top of the third, the Wildcats gathered for a mound meeting.
I thought for sure I was going to get walked. My last couple of at-bats, I was starting to see the ball a little bit better. And I remember I looked back at Tommy and I was like, they have to be putting me on right now, right?
At the end of the day, I know Kyle has a lot of respect for his players, and especially Nick SAYLOR, so when they didn't decide to walk him, I figured it had to be Nick who had the confidence to try to get the out. Knorp to left field, fair ball inside the pool. 2-run shot in game 2 to take the lead 2-0. The Diamondbacks have the lead courtesy of their captain, Jimmy Knorp. Hammered off the bat, a towering fly ball. And the D-backs are on top, 2-0.
I kind of blanked out. I started yelling all over the place.
Fired us up.
Just boosted us completely.
And at the end of the day, they should have walked me.
Knorp to left field.
And I looked at Jonah right after I touched home plate and I said, go shut it down, kid. This is our game.
Full count pitch.
Got him! And the series is even! The Diamondbacks battle back and get a 2-0 win in Game 2.
You know, in my head, I'm always thinking about, wow, this series isn't expecting how it was going, or things aren't panning out the way I thought they would, and then boom, one swing of the bat, and it's like, okay, anybody's series.
Definitely boosted us back up from where we were after Game 1, and it just kind of helped us regroup and look forward to the rest of the series.
So in Game 2, everyone's always going to talk about my big home run and the you should have walked me moment. But what I always think about that game is the gutsy pitching performance from Jonah Heath, man. I mean, this has to be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, offensive in MLW, talking about the Wildcats. And Jonah just went out there and he shut them down, man. After they raked me in Game 1, Jonah shut them down and gave us all the momentum heading into Game 3, and that was big for us.
How does it feel to even this series? You guys are back in it.
It feels so good. It's so comfortable now knowing that we're back in it, we're even. Now we got a good shot to go win it. Felt good to throw good on the mound and hit the ball hard, and I'm looking forward to Game 3.
As heads turned to a pivotal Game 3, Southpaw Jonah Heath would take the bump yet again.
Folks, we are back at the Meadows for Game 3 of the 2021 World Series, and we are knotted up at 1 apiece.
Game 2 does not affect anything now. It's back to a fresh start and a fresh game. So you just have to go out there with an empty mind and be ready to win another one.
All right, here we go, fellas.
I'm rolling.
So heading into Game 3, we had to stay confident, stay focused, and keep hitting our spots as pitchers.
Slider to Jimmy. Off Schema's foot. Kyle's gonna be safe at first, going to second. He's in there standing up. Piercing up the middle. All the way to the wall. Kyle Schultz is coming home. He scored. Standing up. RBI single from Jackson Pearson.
I mean, it was just one run. I felt like we were going to start to see Kyle a little bit better this game, so I wasn't too nervous yet, but it did suck to fall behind early.
Nice pitch. Strike 3. Drop ball on the corner.
Got him! Out of the inning! No damage done! And to left center field, no doubter! Goodbye, home run, Nick SAYLOR!
To have a 3-run shot go soaring over the fence is just crushing. It's hard to come back from that, especially when the momentum just gets completely lost.
SAYLOR's not really a guy who likes to show up pitchers or show too much emotion, but when he hit the ball, he absolutely just chucked that bat.
You can definitely just tell the vibe at the field and the energy is completely different. It changes so fast and you kind of feed off of it, but you also have to make sure you keep your head in the game and you don't let it get the best of you.
The dominance continues for number 9. Oh my goodness.
I mean, all the fans at home, they had to be thinking this game's over, right? Dagger.
Oh man, that's a dagger.
Despite the daunting 4-0 deficit, however, this game was far from over.
Bottom 3. D-backs need a rally.
Each one of us was just thinking in our heads, we got to do this and we got to do it now. And we were lifting each other up, telling each other, we're going to do this, we're going to win. And we just went out there and did what we do.
All right, here we go. Jonah Heath leading off. Outside. Outside at 70. Wow, just missed. Another one, same spot, ball 4. On 4 straight, Heath is aboard. Gotta start somewhere. Ground ball, SAYLOR. No play at second base, everybody's safe. Jimmy Knorp, base knock.
If I'm remembering correctly, I believe I said, get us one more base runner. Let's make this interesting.
Hey, let's get one more runner. Come on, give me one more runner.
It was like, wow, this is actually reachable, guys. We can do this. We can make one of the greatest comebacks in World Series history right now.
Hammered, left field, fair ball, SAYLOR. Wow, he got him on the peg. Are you kidding me?
Wow, what a play. We're gonna review.
Yeah, with this play, I definitely thought I was safe. I learned from the last play that I need to slide into the base.
Base hit, Schema going 3. He will, oh, he's off the base.
After review, this time Schema is gonna be safe at third base. Bases are now loaded with 1 away.
I don't think I've ever shown that much emotion on a wiffle ball field, or maybe in any sport in general, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Swing and a miss. Kyle is spotting up against Schema. That's gotta be frustrating for number 31. 2 down now, for Knorp. The stage is set.
Hostility was building at the Meadows, and tension was high. Controversy, though, had still not reached its peak. That is, until now.
Here we go. Loaded, 2 outs. It's hammered, past SAYLOR!
The ball gets hit, I'm charging home, I'm just trying to score, that's it.
I yelled when I got to first base, nothing, 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 informing Jonah, don't go home because we don't want to make the last out of the game at home plate right now.
And the play kind of dies down, and I see SAYLOR just kind of float a ball over, and it just kind of gets away from him. It's, you know, no matter how you grab a whiff ball, it can go any direction.
In my head, I was like, what is this guy doing?
And he threw some weird little riser thing into the MLW banner sign.
Whoa, 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 hold up. What is going on?
Thinking to myself, I'm like, that's got to be out of play.
That ball's got to be out of play.
That's got to be out of play. It has to be, bro. It's out of play. Doesn't matter. SAYLOR just chucked it out of play. I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking something we never really encountered before. Was the ball dead? Is it still alive? So I'm trying to make decisions on the spot and be confident and display confidence in both the rules and my decision making. So just based on the fact that the ball was still at the wall, any runner could have advanced at that point. It wasn't in the pitcher's hands. I'm thinking this ball has to be live, and that was a throw out of play.
Tom said, that's got to be out of play, man. It was like, whoa, what just happened? The tying run is now at second base, and we can really still do this.
It's hammered, past SAYLOR. Schema scores. Heath is going to pull up at third. Knorp smoked that ball. The throw. Whoa, 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 hold up.
It's a moment in MLW history that we're never going to forget. When we'll look back at this 10 years from now, it'll be like, was this the moment where the D-backs got all the momentum to win the World Series? That's the way I honestly look at it. It forced Kyle to have to intentionally walk Jonah Heath, which made him face Schema. He ends up walking Schema.
4-3 ball game.
And then all of a sudden I have a chance to, tie the game.
Outside, ball 4, tie game. Can you believe this?
I think them showing the emotion and the frustration just showed how big of a game this was and how big of a series this really was.
I don't think I've ever seen Nick that mad.
Kyle's normally, he's a pretty calm guy. He still stayed calm out there the whole time, but you could tell that some things were starting to eat up at him a little bit.
The Diamondbacks have rallied back from 4-0 down in the bottom of the third.
Trying to overcome everything, no matter what the lead is, how mad we're down, it doesn't matter. We don't give up, we keep playing.
So all of a sudden, just from that one little play, it shifted everything from a managerial standpoint for the Wildcats and made them have to rethink everything.
It's now going to be Jonah Heath with the bases still juiced, 2 outs.
Everyone knows that the game's on the line right there. Everyone knows what's at stake.
2-2. Down and strike 3! Extra innings in game 3. Wow, what a ball game.
Kyle got the best of me there and struck me out again. He had my number most of the series, but I tried to give it my all, and I give him props for that.
What a series so far, and we're not even done here yet, folks. We're going to the 4th, which may or may not be tomorrow. I'll let you know in a second. I think this game should have probably been stopped after the 3rd inning, just because we knew darkness was upon us. You never know how long an inning may take.
Even though Tommy told me that there was a good chance we'd be hitting in pitch black if we continued to play in the bottom half of the 4th inning, in my mind, I was like, Kyle just threw a lot of pitches. I know his arm's got to be tired.
It's a World Series. You guys should play the door.
There was no reason why we would ever want to stop because we felt like we had that game in our hands.
It is getting dark. I'm not sure why this decision was made, but the Diamondbacks may regret this. It's their series. Like I said, I don't want to be the one that affects the outcome.
So I felt like if we could capitalize on that day and not let Kyle go home and get the rest and still have all the momentum, we had a good chance to win that game then and there. And I stand by that decision.
Diamondbacks want to play, Cats want to play. We're still going here on night number 1. Got a piece of it. He's knocked it down. Wow, what a play. Kyle's signaling safe. We're going to have probably yet another review here at the Meadows. People disagree with the call, so then yes, out of courtesy, I'll take a look at it.
Tommy was put in a very tough spot this series, and he did an incredible job. There's no better guy who could have done it, honestly.
It can be hectic, and in a series like this, you really, really feel the pressure as the umpire. And, I thought I saw the ball graze Kyle's shirt. Call on the field is going to remain out. Not enough evidence once again to overturn the call. A lot of controversy here at the Meadows. Up high, ball 4. Jackson Pearson gets on base with a walk. Just missed, ball 4. Way up high, ball 4. At 3 straight now for Jonah Heath. The bases are juiced with 2 outs. And Jimmy Knorp is now going to take the bump here with the bases loaded.
I started to struggle to throw strikes. I was kind of getting worn out there. That was my 2nd game in a row, into extra innings too.
When I saw Jackson coming up, I know that Jackson already had a big hit against Jonah in the series, and I was thinking Jackson hasn't really seen me too well yet, and I was more confident in my ability at the time to throw strikes, and I didn't want to lose that game on a walk.
So I definitely trusted him, and I was fully comfortable giving him the ball to get that last out.
0-2. Slider. Pass Jimmy!
I remember he hit it right past me, and I was like, wow, we just lost this game on a huge mistake that I made. But Jonah Heath, being the heads-up defensive player he is, steps on second base, gets the out before Jackson goes to first, and I couldn't even believe what just happened.
What a play by the Diamondbacks. The smartest defense in MLW.
I guess what the camera never shows is that before every at-bat is that me and Schema are in the field talking to each other, where we're going on every play.
I just knew that if that ball was up the middle, he would be there, and he knew exactly what to do with it.
I think I showed a lot of emotion right there. I chucked my hat, yelled, come on. I was like, we need to go win this game right now after that play.
All right, they're putting Knorp on. It's official. It's gonna load him for Jonah Heath. Nowhere to put him. 2 outs. We're either gonna be going to 5, or the Diamondbacks are winning this ball game right here, right now. I'm thinking this is a disadvantage for the home team, Diamondbacks, because now they're gonna be hitting in the dark. But I also should have taken into account, too, that the Wildcats are now going to be pitching in the dark. Kyle's trying to throw to strike zone he can barely see.
And the count actually went 3-2.
Could it get any more dramatic than this?
So it couldn't get any more dramatic than this.
Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded, game on the line.
This was going to be the last pitch of the night.
Full count. Last pitch of the evening from Kyle.
Got him, strike 3 looking! What a pitch! Oh man, the veteran strikes out Heath looking. And that is gonna do it tonight at the Meadows. We're going to 5. We'll see you tomorrow.
The feeling right after that definitely kind of sucked. You know, I couldn't pull through for the team like they needed me to in the moment.
Which means we were going to 5, and there was no chance that we were going to finish the game that night due to darkness, but I still felt like we had momentum from the comeback in the inning before.
The game was still going to continue, and we still had a chance, so it was kind of relieving to have it over with.
Players are going to shake hands. We're going to finish this one up, as well as the rest of the series, tomorrow evening. What a day at the Meadows.
The break in the action gave teams a chance to regroup, a chance to reflect.
We were talking a lot. We thought we had it in the bag. We still had momentum in our heads.
I remember we were feeling pretty good. I told the guys we have an advantage coming into tomorrow, being the home team, and a basically sudden death 1-inning game 3.
And as soon as we got to the field, it's just like another day. You're just there to play some whiffs, and that's all.
All right, here we go. Back in action at the Meadows. Day 2, World Series 2021. Let's go. Everything's rolling. Most importantly, me. Into right field. Heath at the wall. Oh, he took it away from Kyle. It's in play. Taylor rounding third, and he's gonna hold up at third base. Wow. Jonah Heath took away the homer.
I happened to swipe it back into play, and thankfully SAYLOR didn't score on that either, so we held them to nothing on that play, and I was just happy to kind of keep the play moving, keep the ball in, and work with what we could do.
And then going into the bottom of the 5th, we showed a lot of emotion, and we need to win it.
Hammered, and it's gone! Walk-off home run for Jimmy.
Come on, baby!
He does it in his first AB in the 5th inning. The Diamondbacks win Game 3 on a shot to center field by Jimmy Knorp. And they take a 2-1 series lead. That is huge. Jimmy Knorp, would it be anybody else? D-backs win it 5-4.
So I never believe when athletes, or I've heard other guys say in the league, they black out when they hit a big home run or something like that. until this happened to me. And I remember when I got back to the dugout, Jonah or Schema, one of those guys asked me, hey, what pitch did you hit out? And I said, I'm pretty sure it was a riser. And it definitely was not a riser.
Yeah, you know, it's nothing new. Jimmy's just always doing stuff like that. He's a great hitter.
You can kind of tell it's like, here it comes, you know it's going to happen.
Dude, it was crazy, man. It's like every kid's dream to come out here and to walk off in the World Series, you know? I knew if we kept battling and we kept just playing hard, things would eventually start swinging into our direction. And that's kind of what Ben Wilson told me. Ben Wilson is one of the greatest teammates that I've ever had. He gave us good leadership, and that's all I needed out of him.
You can't name something in a wiffle ball game that didn't happen then. There was controversy, there was big plays.
Fielding, hitting, both teams were playing great.
There's bad plays, there's mistakes, there's home runs.
It went into extra innings, it got dark, we had to resume to another day.
I think Game 3 will go down as one of, if not the greatest game in MLW history, and one of the greatest comebacks of all time.
The Diamondbacks were just one win away from claiming that coveted title. With momentum on their side, Game 4 felt to be the finish.
Yeah, going into Game 4, I knew they had SAYLOR on the mound, so I wanted to win it right here so we didn't have to see Kyle again.
Our heads were high, we were playing good wiffle ball, and we just had to keep it going.
This is my third game in a row now, going back out to the bump. So it was a little nerve-wracking, but I was just going to try and trust my stuff and hope that it went well.
My mindset behind giving Jonah the ball was, even though I got out of the 5th inning in Game 3, I felt like they were still seeing the ball really well off of me, and they were still struggling against Jonah.
And with that, we just had a lot more confidence going into Game 4.
So I gave him the ball with the chance to win the World Series. I was confident in him. I mean, he threw the ball well, but things just ended up not going our way in Game 4.
On the brink of elimination, Wildcats legend Kyle Schultz ignited a rally.
1-1.
Right field, that ball's gone. A home run for Kyle Schultz. A line drive into right center.
You got to be so careful. You can't make any mistakes, because any mistake that you make, you'll be turning around and watching the ball fly over the fence.
2-2 from Jonah. Into right field, carrying, and gone. Another one. 2 in the inning for Kyle Schultz.
Especially to have Kyle hit 2 off me was terrible. It just awful to watch the balls go. It was awful to watch the ball hit the bat.
Oh, Nick SAYLOR, back-to-back homers for the Wildcats.
Good hitters like Kyle and SAYLOR made the adjustments on Jonah. Eventually, you knew those guys were going to break out.
Into center field, popped up. It's going to be short, and Kyle Schultz makes the catch. We are going to Game 5. What a series.
Ready? Think so. All right, rolling.
Game 5, the 2 best words in Major League Wiffle Ball. It was time to become a champion or be written off.
There's no denying the fact that we all knew it was the last game no matter what, so we just had to leave it all out there. We kind of used that as motivation, just every at-bat, every ball, everything, just give it your all and hope that it goes in your favor.
I was a little nervous, so I went in there with just like I'm gonna have fun mindset. Win or lose, it's gonna be a great game.
Welcome back to the Meadows, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys have been tuned in all year long and waiting for this moment here today. We knew this series was going to be good, and to see it live up to the hype was pretty special.
Personally, I was going up against Kyle Schultz on the mound, who's the greatest player to ever do it. And the way I viewed it, it was kind of a legacy game for me. And I know they were hitting me well, and I told myself, hey, just take it one pitch at a time. Go out there and have the game of your life. Like, why not? You've worked hard for this moment all season. The guys have worked hard for this all season. Let's go win it.
Fasten your seatbelts. This one's for all the marbles. Game 5, here we go.
Curveball into left field with some carry, and it's gone! A home run for SAYLOR! In the top of the first, the Cats strike first in Game 5.
I remember after SAYLOR hit the home run, I turned and I looked at Jonah, and Schema could probably hear what I was saying, but I told him we are not going to lose this game 1-0. We'll get a run, and I'm shutting them down from here on out.
Schema takes ball 4. Ball 4. D-backs need to score here. Up and out, ball 4. Tie game at the Meadows.
Yeah, no, it's huge. We are a good hitting team, but we also know when we have to take a walk, and in wiffle ball, I think a walk is just as good as a hit.
Drop ball, got him off the pipe. Jimmy Knorp works out of the jam. He's getting hyped. Extra innings here in game 5. Strike 3 looking. Sailor, pass Jimmy. Knorp.
Got him, he's out.
I have never seen a defensive performance like this in any series in my entire life.
It's one of the oldest quotes in the book, defense wins championships, but you never think about that in wiffle ball. You always think about the great pitchers, the great hitters, the home runs, everything like that. You don't think about defense.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Intertwined with strategy and mind games, you'd think this was a chess match at the Meadows. Knorp and Schultz were doing whatever it took to win.
I guess the Wildcats took what I said in game 2 to heart, because they walked me a lot in game 5.
Two well-read managers going at it.
Kyle does such a good job hiding his pitches and mixing them very well from similar arm slots, so it's really hard to read what's coming out of his hand.
It'll be bases loaded now.
All right, kid, you've had a great year. You've got out of a lot of jams. Can you do it one more time? How are you going to get out of this one?
2-2 pitch. Got him, strike 3.
I can't hold these guys much longer. If we're going to do it, we need to do it now.
D-backs just need one. On your feet, D-back nation.
What's going through my mind is just, I need to get the job done. I'm definitely very nervous because I know this is up to me. Like, I could be the star right here.
And what I noticed was they had Jackson Pearson shifted way towards second base. Like, he was pretty much standing right next to me. So my thought when Schema came up was, anything hit to the right side, don't even look. You got to score.
Can the little guys step up and get a big hit for the D-backs? Swing and a miss. Kyle is spotting up against Schema. That's got to be frustrating for number 31.
And I saw Schema up there, and I talked to him. I said, just be careful, you know. He just walked me. Be careful. Don't swing anything stupid.
I was just like, please don't be foul in my head.
Got a piece off the hands, into play, into right field. North rounding second, he's coming home. He's safe. Diamondbacks win. Michael Schema, walk-off base hit. Do you believe it? And for the first time in MLW, the Diamondbacks are World Series champions.
It was just like a dream come true. I never thought in a million years I'd be in this league, winning my first World Series in my first year.
And for Schema to be the guy to do it, who's gotten dogged on in comments and getting talked about by other guys or whatever, and to finally come through and do what we know he can do was just amazing.
We put our heart and souls into this season, man. I think that celebration showed it. There was nothing but raw emotion there, really from both sides. It showed the winning and the losing aspect of wiffle ball.
I throw my hat, I'm so excited. I run over to the dog pile and I just let it all go right there.
They picked me up, threw me down. Jimmy was smacking me in the face.
And I mean, when I hit home and I knew I was safe, you can hear me yell in the video, I'm like, safe!
Second, he's coming home, safe!
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man, I was emotional. Like, I always felt like you're like shedding a couple of tears there. It was so surreal for me to hold up that trophy with those guys.
You don't know what it is until it happens. And by the time it happens, it's already over with because it's just such a surreal moment.
To go out in the World Series and then beat the Wildcats, who have such an unbelievable offense, I think we proved that we're one of, if not the greatest MLW team of all time.
And to win a championship with the guys that I've grown up playing wiffle ball with my whole life was just amazing.
And now I am here with your 2021 World Series champions, the Downtown Diamondbacks.
And right there, I just realized we just won that.